Alright then, here we are back in Mittenrun. This is the end of week 4, I think, at the Octathedrahl. I haven't actually been here for a couple of days now. The main building is finished, plus one outlying structure. There's obviously a lot of work to do still here, including additional outlying buildings, but the main building is finished, and I decided to go do something completely separate as an intermediary kind of thing. So yeah, it's come together quite nicely, finally. I think there's still a tiny bit of internal work to do. Actually, I just remembered I don't have a lot of staircases in place still. There's a lot of actually, I think you can actually get to most locations, but not in direct ways. So I do need to work on that. I think actually looking at it now, the flags have all been done as if you were looking at it from the front, which is always a little awkward because they look a little strange from other directions, but not a lot you can do about that. It's a no-win situation. For the record, I did cheat. This is the original, and then this was done with the structure block. The structure block can only contain so many blocks, so the base wasn't included, so that had to be rebuilt. And then, but yeah, everything else was fitted in. Fun little fact, although this is the finished design of the helmet, it actually came about because I tried to raise up the helmet slightly, feeling that it was sitting too low, and decided that the duplication actually looked nice, so there they are. As I said, do need work on the outside, inside. So a little bit of work probably still needs doing on the internal inner circle. I really ought to knock this down. It's an older idea before I had some second thoughts about how this was all going to fit together. But yeah, after doing this, I moved on to this mining facility. You've got, I think this is places where the workers stay, administration, central well down into the mine shaft. Just realised there's nothing in place for bringing it out, so an oversight on my part. Could possibly, maybe this wing, you know, just dig through and have it come up this way. This is obviously a main stairwell, it goes all the way down to the bottom of the ravine. Warehouse, dock, and there should be a stables, but I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go in relation to the rest of the building. Should probably put a tower on here, a defensive structure. So yeah, putting the docks in place, which wasn't really completely planned. And I'm starting to be convinced that the lighting bug in the water actually keeps coming back when I'm not here. I'm sure I've cleared that area out before. Anyway, moving swiftly on the other side of this lake, or inland sea, is this swamp, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to be installing a village. There we go. There'll be a docking area here, and then the main village will actually be on the firmer part of the ground. Possibly stretched across both. The road may go straight through the village. I mean, it virtually does anyway. But that will probably be next, before I actually go back to Fractahl and put in the extra work. There's a couple of places around here for mine shafts. I mean, this one's got an abandoned mine shaft at the bottom of the ravine, and there's another ravine over here that does the same thing. The place is pretty loaded in that respect. But what I'm working on at the moment is this bad boy. The chariot itself really started to come together yesterday properly, which is why I've moved forward on to actually putting up the horses. This one, as you can see, threatening to do it at an angle, rearing up slightly. Not wholly sure how well that's going to look, but I am going to be trying it today. So fingers crossed. I think before I get started though, I'm going to reconstruct part of the pole axe that is used at the necropolis of Hex. Yeah, rather than just make something up. I may tweak it, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I've been up to this week. Kind of went on a little bit for that one. Nice to say adieu. Get on with some work for today.